morning. It is super early. It's 4:30 and I am getting up and about to make me some coffee. I've already got my clothes together because today is finally the weekend of the St. Regis flea market in Montana. I haven't been in 3 years and I'm so excited to get back out there. And I'm gonna take you along today and we're gonna go see what kind of treasures we can find. All right, so here's my market outfit of the day. I'm back in this color combo. Y'all know I love this right now. This bright, like lemon yellow, citrus colors with that kind of army and sage green color. And then I've got a pale yellow shoes. I've got my Hey Dudes, because I need comfortable shoes. It's a little chilly outside right now, so I've just got this little denim jacket. It's actually a hoodie. It's so comfortable. It's so cute. And then I can just take that off. This is just like a little t-shirt under here, and this is a long vest. Okay, well, I'm officially on the road. It is about 5:15 and I have about an hour and 45-minute drive. So the event is supposed to start at sunrise and go to sunset. It didn't, oh crap, there's a deer just right out in front of me. The event is from sunrise to sunset and it didn't have an exact time, and I was really wanting to get there at like 7 a.m. That's just not gonna happen today. So it's, like I said, it's about an hour, 45-minute drive, which should put me there. Well, I have a time change too. So when I cross the border, I'm gonna lose an hour. So I'm gonna get there at about 8 o'clock, definitely later than I wanted to get there. But that's okay. It's day one, it's a 3-day event, and it's a huge event. So there's always treasures to be found. When you thought up that I should be with you. Montana! Oh, how I have missed you. I haven't been here in forever. Still got a little bit of snow up in the mountains too. Okay, well, looks like I got here at a pretty good time. There's plenty of parking. I actually got a really good parking lot close to the entrance. So I've got my rolling tote, my good old trusty companion for flea markets. So let's get in there. Okay, so here we are. A lot of vendors are still getting set up. So I got here in perfect timing.
Pipe tree.
Cute. I'm kind of just making a lap and just kind of scoping out the booths first to get an idea of what all's here. And then I'll do a closer look. All right, I just got my first purchases. I found this brass candle snuffer, this adorable little yellow rope belt with that little buckle, and this little ring for $10. So I just found this brass anchor, and if y'all remember, I had a pair of these that I got at the Thrift-Palooza. They're candle holders, and I just sold them on Etsy. And this is very similar, but I don't know what this was for because it's not a candle holder, but it's cool. $5. I spy needlepoint stole. Gotta see how much that is. That is beautiful. I love the Sirocco electric clock too, but it says it doesn't work. Okay, well, I'm already off to a good start. I'm going to make a drop off at the car, and one of the vendors just came back up to me and gave me a gift. I'll have to show you here in a second, but she gave me this handmade purse that this little girl made, and that was so sweet, and I got a lot of good stuff from her. So I'll show you some of my favorite pieces I've gotten so far. My legs are chilly. It's like, I think it's in the 30s or like 40 degrees, and I'm in shorts. So glad I brought this jacket. But let me show you what I've got so far. So this is the purse she gave me. It's a denim pocket from some old cinch jeans, and they're embroidered. They have all these little embellishments. It's a little crossbody bag, but that was just so nice. She was just so sweet. So from that vendor, I got this needlepoint stool. And then I got this really old mirror here. I did a bundle deal with her, so I got quite a bit of stuff. I got this really old print, and I'll have to tell you more information about that, but that was a really neat find. So my favorite find so far though, I ended up getting this mirror. I definitely paid up, and they would not budge on price. I got 3 things from there: a watch, I got this mirror, and the coolest ashtray, so I'll show that to you later. But isn't that beautiful, this solid brass mirror? I also got some jewelry and quite a few brass pieces. So yeah, it's early and I've done really well so far. I've already almost gone through my cash, so I think I'm gonna have to go to an ATM. So back for round 2, but first I've got to find a bathroom. Thank the Lord. They've also got a pavilion out here with food, and there is lemonade stands and all kinds of stuff here. So we are just gonna spend the entire day. This is a vendor I met at the CDA Flea that I was a vendor at last season, and I've seen her at several markets, and she's always got really great vintage clothes. These are the coolest boots with the denim up top. I wish they were women's, but the shape is kind of bent up on them, so I'm not gonna get them, but very neat. So this is so fun. I found a door knocker with that exact same lion and ring, and I've already sold one of those on Etsy. And then I just found this little planter, and it was only $7. And I just thought that was so funny. It matched up perfectly. All right, looks like I made it to brass heaven right here. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Some good turquoise and sterling. Let's see how their prices are. Well, those were definitely not flea market prices, unfortunately. This booth is so good. It's got tons of Western stuff, some 80s. I've got me a pile of some stuff going here. I'm back for another drop off, and it's time to shed the jacket. I've got to show you the coolest belt that I just got. Actually, both of these belts are so good, but look at that buckle. Oh! It's so good, and the belt is tooled with roses. It says Lorraine Obsessed. And then I also got this really cool leather, colorful one. So this whole bag is stuffed with vintage clothes, and as y'all know, I don't really need clothes, but I just can't help myself. It is my weakness. Quick little hydration, and back for round 3. Just picked up this little cutie pie for only $3. Okay, are we still buying brass figurines? 50 for all. So here are my little notes on a flea market, because you can really pick up some good deals here. However, there's also some vendors that of course are priced up, but since you're getting so many good deals on a lot of stuff, I'm willing to pay up a little bit on something that's really good, even if it's probably over what I feel like is a fair price at a flea market. But because I look at things as a whole, and I just kind of average out my cost per item at the end of the day. I found another belt. This is so good. It's Italian leather. It is $30 though. I don't think I want to spend that much. That popcorn smells so good. I'm starting to get hungry. I may have to go eat some lunch here in a minute and take a break. I just made a beeline to come look at these copper bookends. They're $75 for the pair, but those are awesome. Oh my gosh, I just found another one of these. I just sold one on Etsy. This one is not as good of condition as the one I had. And they are asking $85, which is, I think, too high for that, but it's pretty. So many cute puppies out here. I haven't found much jewelry yet. I'm still on the hunt for some jewelry. Oh, hi.
Okay, sweet, thank you.
Hi.
I would normally bring my dog with me.
Oh my god, look at your face.
She's got a dark coat.
Okay, well, I have made a full lap on every aisle, and I've got a couple I'm going to go visit again, or that I've already visited again, and a couple I'm going to go back to see if they pulled anything else out. But it's early. It's like not even 11 o'clock yet, so I think I'm done here for the day. I can't believe that. It didn't take me long. I'm sure I could hang out longer, and more vendors are gonna be pulling stuff out, you know, for the rest of the day and for the rest of the weekend. But I think since it is early, I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat and hit up a few thrift stores that are here in this area that I never get to. I had totally missed this building, so gotta go check this one out. Okay, well I think that's a wrap on the flea. So I've got one more drop off to do, but let me turn you around and show you what I just picked up. This is so gorgeous. It's this Lazy Susan hand carved, it's like a solid piece of wood, little Lazy Susan tray. And it looks like there's crushed turquoise in there. I'm pretty sure that is real turquoise. The quality and craftsmanship is so beautiful. Y'all, I only paid $30 for this. It is such a steal. Probably the best find of the day. And I got more belts and a whole bag full of goodies. Okay, so here's my flea market haul. There's bags packed with stuff, so I did pretty good. I didn't fill the car, but that's okay. I definitely got some really good pieces and some very high quality pieces, and I got a ton of brass stuff, and I can't wait to show you everything. So now it is time to eat. I am starving. It's 12:41, so I did pretty good. I did about 4.5 hours, and there's a place here that has really good cheeseburgers, so I'm gonna go grab me a cheeseburger and then go find a spot on the river somewhere and have lunch, and then we'll get back on the road and do some thrifting. All right, I just found this forest road and found some campgrounds, and it looks like this is gonna get me pretty close to the river. The road's a little gnarly, but let's go check it out. Shoot, both of these little secret spots already taken. Heck yes, patience is a virtue, because look at this spot I just found. Y'all, look at this. So beautiful. I love this little store. It's at this little putt golf place, and they have this outbuilding with vintage clothes and all kinds of goodies inside. This would be a perfect jacket for the orange and hot pink color combo that I've been looking for, but it's corduroy and I'm wanting something more for summer. That is so cute. $20. Prices are just a little too high for me. All right, we got another sale. Sales all over the place today, and I am here for it. Okay, we'll strike two at those two places, but that's okay. I've definitely done good today. So I'm gonna start making my way back home. I have two more stops I wanna go to. One in Osborne, Idaho. There's a St. Benny's there that I really love. And then there's a new thrift store in Kellogg called Silver Valley Thrift, I believe. I've seen it on Facebook, and they're only open weekends. So I'm gonna head that way. It's about 2:40, so that should be perfect timing to hit those two stores. And then I will see you guys back at home for the haul. All right, we made it to St. Benny's. Last time I was here, I had a really good luck. So let's see what we can find today. Okay, well, I got a few little treasures there, and I've got one last stop. Okay, last stop of the day. This is Silver Valley Thrift, and this is a new one for me. Well, they didn't have a ton of stuff, but I did get this cute little sweater. Not that I need another sweatshirt, but I just love the colors and that, and a couple other little things. Okay, well, that wraps up my thrifting day. It was such a good day today. The weather turned out so nice, just all around a great day. I found some really great stuff. I had a beautiful lunch by the river, and it was kind of nice just spending the day alone. I like that sometimes. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna wrap that up, and then I will see you guys back at the house for our haul. Hey y'all, welcome back. So it is a few days later. We had a really nice Memorial weekend, and I actually took a few days off and was at home and got caught up on a lot of stuff around the house. We did a lot of yard work, which is why I'm kind of freshly tanned here. And you might recognize this outfit from last week's video. I've been wearing some of the looks that I put together last week, and it's been really fun. So if y'all are new here, my name's Chelsey. I own Hidden Gems Vintage. I have a store in Harrison, Idaho, along with a couple antique booths in Coeur d'Alene. And I also sell online on our own website, as well as across most major platforms. And I'll be sure and
include the link below in the description, or you can click the QR code here and that will take you to all my different links where you can shop and connect with me on social media. So getting into the flea market haul, it was such a great day. I just enjoyed everything about that entire day. At the market itself, I really got some good quality items, which I was really excited about. So it wasn't, I mean, it's definitely, still a pretty big haul, but I had a lot of really nice, high quality items that I found there. It was my lucky day for brass, so I think I'm gonna start with some of my favorite brass pieces, and I'll kind of show you an overview. I'm not gonna show every single little thing on here, but I'll do an overview of all my brass pieces and show you a few of my favorites. So I have a few favorite pieces that were just like my top items of the day, and this was one of them. It is this gorgeous antique mirror. Look at just all the details on that, and you can tell this is really, really old. It is heavy. The back is in a little bit rough shape. I can tighten these up a little bit and get that secured a little bit better, but it has that little swivel foot there for the base, and I did pay up on this one, as I mentioned. I paid $45 for this, and I have seen these go well over $100. So I've still got some margins in there, maybe not like huge margins, but it was just so beautiful. And this is something I've really been wanting in my collection for a long time. And so I was willing to pay up a little bit because I also got some really, really good deals on other things. And sometimes if you love it, you just gotta get it. And then this was another really cool find. So I had never seen anything like this before. And it looks like Saturn, but it is solid etched brass around there, and then it has this little, almost like a like a dustpan. It's almost like a dustpan, but it turns up in there. This comes out, and then ashes go down in there. So I posted this on my Instagram, and it was either on Instagram or on my YouTube shorts from my flea market haul. And someone commented this was from the 70s, so that was good to find out. I have not comped it or done any additional research on it yet, but I just thought that was so unique and interesting. I got this piece and that mirror from the same vendor, along with like a little old watch. So they didn't give me any deals, but that's okay. I understand it was early in the day and it was day one. And they were really great pieces, so I didn't mind paying up a little bit for those. But I paid $10 on this one, which I actually thought was a pretty good price. So that was another really cool find for the day. I got several brass candle holders, including this one, which I thought was very unique. So it turns here. It has this little ring up here, and then this part, I'm not sure what these are for. Again, haven't researched this yet, but I just thought it was very interesting. And it's to somebody from Susie, but it has the little music note there, and I just thought that was a really unique piece. I only paid a couple bucks for it, so I'm excited to learn more about this one. And are these not the most adorable napkin ring holders you have ever seen, or napkin rings you have ever seen? They have the little cutlery on them. There's a set of 4, and I just thought those were so precious. I could not pass those up. I think I have mentioned this before, but if I haven't, I will do so now. So vintage, any drawer pulls, cabinet pulls, they've been selling really well for me lately. So I've been picking up not just anything and everything. I'm picking up stuff that has a unique style, and I found this set. So there are 3 larger ones and 3 and 3. So 3 larger, you can see the size difference there, and 3 smaller ones. But I just thought those were such a unique design there. And these have been selling for a pretty high sales price on Etsy, and they've done really well for me lately. So I found this set. I think I paid $5 for this set, so that was definitely a good deal. And I've been selling them anywhere between like $60 and $85 for some of these sets of brass pulls. And another cool brass find was this coat hanger, and it's just a wall mount. I think it's upside down. Well, that's odd. So the thing to hang it up here is up here, and it hangs like this, but it seems to me like it would make more sense to hang it like this. So, to be determined how to hang. But anyway, it is this coat hanger, and I just thought that was such a cool shape. I've never seen any like this. You can definitely tell it's got some good age on it. And I think I paid 10 for this one. And I was very excited when I found one of these rings, and I just sold one of these very similar. I don't know if it was identical, but it wasn't identical. It was very similar though, on Etsy recently. And that was one I found at the Thrift-a-Palooza. So I found this one and definitely picked that up. So I think these are actually meant to be door knockers, but I think it would be cool repurposed as a towel ring. I've seen them kind of advertised for both. But so I found this first, and then at a different vendor's booth, I found this brass bucket. I mean, look at this. Could that not be more perfect? I'm not gonna sell them together as a set, although I could, but I just thought that was so cool that I found two little lion brass things. Okay, so moving on to something other than brass, but I told you I got a lot of brass stuff. I was really excited to find this set. So this is a gift for my mom. So she's been on the lookout for these because she grew up with these, and we've seen them here and there at either thrift or antique stores, and either it wasn't a complete set or she really wanted the taller glasses. Anyway, I found the complete set of 8 of the tall tumblers. And it's those with the burlap. They're like mid-century with the burlap around in there. And it has the carrier. So it was $50, and I called her to see if she wanted them. And she said she was gonna pass and try to find them a little bit less, even though that I felt like that was a very fair deal. So anyway, I walked away, came back to the vendor probably a good hour and a half or 2 hours later, and it was still there. And so I offered her 40 and she accepted. So I was really excited to pick this set up for 40, and I thought that was a really great deal because these can go for quite a bit of money. So I was a little bummed that I did not find any original art at this market. I did pick up this print. Here is a close-up to it. It's kind of like this, I don't know if that's like an English countryside, but just this pretty like old village. It's very, very old. So the vendor that I got it from said it was from the 1930s, I believe, 20s or 30s. I think she said 30s. And it is a print, but she said it was very limited amount of prints. I don't know exactly how many. It might, well, no, it does not say it on here. And I don't know how she got this information, but she said it was a very low amount of prints. So chances are this is the only one out there, and or a very limited number. So I just thought the frame was beautiful. It's very old with a lot of character, and I love the image in that. So I got some great belts at the market. You saw, I think, a couple of them when I got them, but I'm gonna show you again because it deserves its own moment before I drop that. Look at this. It's gorgeous. It has this horse running, and this is, so it actually says Bergamo Brass Works. So I think this is like a silver, must be like a silver or pewter plated brass. It's very heavy, but how amazing is that? It was made in the US in 1978. So incredible. I paid up a little bit for this belt. But then look at the beautiful buckle. It's got the rose tooled in there, and it has Lorraine. I told y'all we are gonna be able to get everybody a belt. Just come find your name at the shop. So this one will be going to the store. I don't think I'm gonna put this online. I might, I know this will sell in the store. So like I said, I think I paid $25 for this one. So I paid up a little bit, but it is a good one. And then I think I might have shown y'all this one. If not, here's just a quick little one. So these both came from the same vendor. Another leather belt, and I love all the different like syrupy, colorful, work in there. And then I have other belts too, but I'm just gonna show you a few. This is another really, really good one. So it is this, I think this is either alligator. It looks like it's like crocodile or alligator, but it's got this big brass buckle, and then just look at all the detail there. It is so good. This was only $2. And I've seen this vendor at, well, I saw him at this flea market a few years ago, and I've seen him in other markets. and he has great leather belts and for a very, very good deal. So I got this one and another leather belt for $5 for both of those. And I also got this amazing belt buckle. It's like painted blue, but it's silver. I don't think that is real silver or sterling. I'll have to dig a little bit more and maybe try to get it tested, but it's got this beautiful big agate stone. This stone is probably about 1.5 inches long, so it's a big one. So I'll probably just sell this separately at the store, and that's what I usually do a lot of times too, is sell my belts and buckles separately, and then people can mix and match and put their belt together however they like. So that was really beautiful. I paid up a little bit on that one too, but another really, really good one and very different. So at that booth that had all the good Western stuff, and that's where I got that horse buckle. I got some like 80s clothes from there. But I mentioned in my last video, it's been hard for me to find good scarves lately. And I did find 2 silk scarves there. I love the pattern on this one. I paid up a little bit for it. I paid $10 for it, which I know at thrift stores you can get these for dirt cheap, but I feel like silk's getting harder to find, and even thrift stores are starting to mark up their scarves. So anyway, I picked that one up, and then I also got this one, which is also silk, and that one's like a long, thinner one, and I just thought that was such fun colors and pattern. So I got both of those from that vendor, and later on I'm going to show you some of the clothes I got from there too. And unfortunately, I really didn't get a whole lot of jewelry. I was hoping to find a little bit more, but I did get a few really good pieces. So this one actually was not from the flea market. This was from a yard sale that I went to afterwards, and it's just this really neat cuff. It's this mixed metal of silver, brass, and no copper, but silver and brass, and then it has this fish on it, and I just thought that was so cool. You can see how wide that one is. And then from the flea, I found a couple brooches. I found this beautiful cameo brooch and this really old like filigree. There's some missing stones, but it was just so pretty. I love the filigree in that you can tell this is very, very old. And then I also got this necklace, another older one. This one's probably, if I were to guess, from like maybe the 80s, 70s or 80s. It could be a little bit older. Some of these can kind of be hard to identify. And then I got these little earrings, and I just thought those, I think it's backwards, those earrings, and I just thought those were kind of fun. So again, not a whole lot of jewelry, but I felt like those are some good special pieces and unique pieces that will be nice to add to my jewelry collection at the shop. And there was a couple more I forgot to show you. This was another one I got at the yard sale. I got this one at the same place that I got the fish cuff, but it has this crushed turquoise little horse on there on this bolo. Bolos are hot sellers for us, and I got this from a thrift store. This was from St. Benny's, just this little red beaded necklace. I like that kind of vibrant red color, and it has that little gold detail there. So I did pick up those, and I think you saw that gold butterfly ring also. Okay, and for the next showstopper of the day, this was absolutely one of my favorite finds, is this huge Lazy Susan. So I'll kind of set it on my hand. You can see how it spins there, but it is so stunning. Look at the close-up. So it's got all this crushed turquoise, and that might even be like, I really don't know what the red would be. I don't think it's coral, but I'm pretty sure this is crushed turquoise. I mean, it could be coral. I'm not 100% sure. Y'all let me know, but it's got that beautiful wood green. It is solid and it is heavy. There's no seams, so this is just like one huge solid carved piece. It is stunning, and I only paid $30 for that, which was such a good price. This is gonna be worth well over $100. This will be going to the shop. I haven't decided. I might put this online. It is heavy, but I know shipping is going to be expensive, so that'll have to be calculated in there if I decide to put this online, but she's a beauty. Another fun thing I got was this hat. I really just like that hat band, and I thought this would be so fun for summer. I don't know that it fits my head. I have an abnormally small head, so it's hard to find hats that fit me, but I just thought that was fun. I got that from the same place that I got the Lazy Susan. And then I did get a couple fun bags. I found this Kate Spade black backpack, and I think she was asking 10 for this, so I got a really good deal on that one. And I got this little canvas little army backpack, and I just thought that was so fun. It hooks right here. It's got the backpack here. I think I might keep this. So if y'all remember my last video, one of my looks, I was talking about how I had the perfect bag at the store. Well, this is even better. So this would complete a look that I did last week in last week's video. And so I think I'm gonna hang on to this myself. I won't pull it out since you saw me get this already when I was doing my little car haul, but I did pick up that needle point and that really pretty old frame there. It just needs to be, it needs some work in the back to get that buttoned up a little bit. But I've got some supplies to get that fixed up, and I just thought that was a really cute shape and cute detail. Okay, now also mention I found some really good clothes. I bought, I think, 6 pieces from Morgan, who has Morgan's merch. She's always got really great vintage pieces. I met her at the market last season in Coeur d'Alene. So I got several pieces from her, and then I got this from this little lady who had a vendor booth. This is from the 60s, and she said it was hers. And how gorgeous is that little lace collar and the ruffle? Look at the sleeve. I think I paid 10 for this one, but it was so pretty. And this needs some work, but the vendor that I got the Kate Spade backpack from, I also got this top from. So this was made in Germany, and she was German. It needs work though. Like, it is very stained. It has like mold or water spots on there. Very yellow. I hesitated on buying this, but you're not gonna find this here in the States, and it is vintage. It's from Germany. It needs like a lot of work, like I said. But I was willing to give it a shot because it's just so good. I love the lace. It's kind of cropped and it has that tie right there. And if I can get this clean, this is just gonna be a really fabulous shirt. So I just couldn't leave it behind. Also from that Western vendor, I mentioned that I got some different 80s dresses. So I got these 4 dresses. I'm not gonna show all of them and pull them all out just because I have a pile of clothes here. But just look at all these prints. So fun, all the florals, the colors. You'll know I'm a sucker for those 80s dresses. Also from her, I got this vest, which is so good. This Western like tapestry vest, and it has these cute little silver buttons on there. Western just does really good for us in the store. So I don't know if y'all knew this, but in Harrison, we have a dude ranch called Red Horse Ranch. And people come from all over the country and even out of the country. They come to this ranch every summer. And there's a group of kids that work there and come up and live at the ranch all summer, and they love to come shop our Western stuff. So between them and just tourists, Western always does really good in our store. So I thought that was a cute one. And then jumping back over to Morgan's booth, Morg's merch, I got this mustard colored dress. There's the detail at the bottom there. From the 60s, it's a really cute silhouette, but it's got the metal zipper there, really cute seam lines. So I grabbed that one. And then this was adorable. So let me flip this guy around here to give you the idea. It's this little nautical dress. I don't think I'm holding this right, but anyway, you get the idea. It's got this little scarf here, and it's this like red, white, and blue little nautical dress. And then look at the cute little buttons there. I got that from Morgan. I also got like a cognac leather jacket. I did also find a Jessica McClintock skirt. It is it silk? I think so. No, 75% acetate and 25% rayon. But it's like got this very faint, like, is that embossed? Is that how you call that? Floral detail there. But this beautiful, like, off-white ivory skirt. And probably my favorite thing from her was these pants. Look how fun that print is. They're from the 70s, but I just thought that was a super fun print. So she's always got really good stuff there. And then I got just like a plain little linen dress. So I was excited about some of my clothes finds. I also did find a few more clothes at the thrift store. You already saw that striped little sweatshirt. But I'll just show you a couple pieces that I got from the thrift store. But I got these cute shorts. They're these blue and white pinstripe by that brand Chic. I think this is a 90s brand. So I thought those were cute. And then this is a broom skirt. And I just love that bright cobalt blue color. So I think I'm gonna keep this one for myself too. I think that'll be a really fun one to style. If y'all like seeing the clothes that I pick up, and would like to see all the pieces in the hauls, let me know and I will do a better job of showing you individual clothing items. I'm trying to just kind of show the highlights and the best of the best pieces or pieces that you didn't see while I was actually picking them up and thrifting them, either in store or market, wherever I happen to be that day. Because if I showed you every individual item every time, these videos would be like an hour and a half long. So let me know what y'all think though. So this was, again, a super fun day. I definitely want to go back next year. I hated that I've missed the last couple years, but I was happy to get back out there. And I just really enjoyed my time on the river too. It was such a beautiful spot that I found. So sorry, I will not be sharing that. That's my little secret location. But it was beautiful. I enjoyed my cheeseburger by the river. So thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what your favorite find was. And be sure to like, hype, and subscribe. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.